cannabis coach and educator with another cannabis coach and educator, but who has her own business, Renee Leonard with Align and Shine. You can find that.
Hey.
Hey, we are repping the West Coast and the East Coast, and we are repping our states of mind. As you know, we are. You've seen us here before. That's all I gotta say.
Together doing this.
We're doing it again, bringing it back. So, if you're joining us today because you are a fan and you are watching and you know that we've been working together behind the scenes, today we want to share about the hilarious behind the scenes story of of Renee working with me on my states, bakes, and hot takes campaigns that we're developing for 2026 and the sort of like AI adventure that all of this brought us into. So let's just get it started. So I finally got inspired. If you were with us yesterday on IG Live, where you watched the replay here on YouTube, you met our friend Lindsay Hudson, who joins us in several other places um, like Weekend, right, Renee?
Yes, she's a weekend. She's in Homemade Health. Her
That's right.
schedule changed the last round, but she is a proud member of Homemade Health.
Right? And she reps out of Colorado. So she was super inspired to create a coloring book this year for her. She's what is it? She works at a dispensary and has so many interactions with newbies and people who are trying to make a change into the cannabis lifestyle that she was inspired to create this coloring book. And when she talked about it, and she talked about working with Renee in her school, I got super inspired. So, do you want to talk a little bit about the coloring book and that really quick, Renee?
So the coloring book was great. Essentially, she had this wonderful idea that she put her heart into and worked in Canva as hard as she could. She used AI in Canva and she just pushed herself to the limit to where she put everything into it and then she was stuck. She didn't know where to go.
Yeah.
And then she realized what I was doing with my school membership and helping people build digital products. And she was like, hey, is this something you could help me with? I'm stuck. I'm done. I don't have the capacity to put any more work into it. Can I hand it over to you to finish? And I took on the challenge. And it was more than I could have ever imagined. It came out beautifully. And I really pushed the limits of my design skills in that the pictures she has on her Instagram is her repping her state of mind and
I know.
bringing her cannabis education to the platform. So I wanted to take a picture that represented her and what she does. So I took one of her pictures from Instagram with her I Leaf Colorado and I made it into a coloring page. And it's her favorite piece out of everything. It was such a sweet surprise. And now she's pushing that out into the world, hopefully getting it into a print form. Right now it's download only, but it's magical. And she's so proud and so happy. And it really, validates my position as a digital product coach and the membership that I offer, that it works and it's helping people bring their visions to life.
Can I just second that emotion? Because you're helping her succeed at bringing her vision to life literally inspired my vision to start happening again. And thank God, thank you
Yes,
so
I've
much.
been waiting.
I know you of all people. I know Renee because Renee's been on the channel, not just talking to me about candles and stuff, but also like in the chat.
Oh yeah, stalking hardcore.
Hardcore stalking and repping in New York. You're the best. So yeah, listening to Lindsay share about this and you two talk about your collaboration, we've worked together before. I caught the spirit and like actually had an idea for the first time in a while, which was like the states, getting through all the states, which that's why we're doing this, is because we're gonna go live all the Fridays.
Every
Hopefully
Friday.
every Friday. Like join us Fridays. If you saw that in the email, join us on Fridays. Because we're planning to go live all through 2026, sharing a state a week with you guys, and emphasizing and trying to bring together, shine a light on the advocacy in every state, our offerings for every state. I leave, what your state is, and maybe making new connections in each state. Also talking about the bakes. We got to get to these bakes, man. Okay. So another part of my business that is burgeoning is me as a baker and as a teacher of baking. It's already been happening, so I have to embrace it. And I finally got an idea to go ahead and incorporate some baking courses into Homemade Health, which makes the most sense. Let food be thy medicine has is something I believe in. So after sort of being dancing around it a little bit, I finally got an idea of how to do a nice course creation idea. That is the most important thing right now is not only to get it done, but to make it sustainable. I mean, business owners, raise your hands if you need to make a sustainable business. I need to make a sustainable business, right? Solopreneurs speak, right? So I got this idea to do a monthly baking class. And I thought, how do I sell the monthly baking class? And Renee was like, it needs to be sort of something that people buy, a little bit VIP. It's probably going to be like your inner circle. And I was like, yep, you're correct. So I thought, oh, maybe I'll use my Shopify store. And what would be fun? Oh, a calendar would be fun. Since we're getting together monthly, let's just make a cute monthly calendar. And one of my inspirations was this planning tool that I use, the big ass calendar. Renee, you've seen this around, right?
Yeah, I've made my own kind of makeshift and inspiration of that.
This sort of concept of seeing your year in total is so great, and getting better at scheduling, planning, time management. Who doesn't need that? Everybody. So that was the impetus. And of course, I'm like, hey, Renee. Da, 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 da. So, Renee, what was it like to be on the receiving end of all of that? Like, I finally had an idea. Here it is.
Oh my gosh. Well, needless to say, like I about flew through the roof. It was like I knew it. We keep in contact, we talk, we hear ideas. I think the last big idea was a year ago. It was the
Yeah.
week of Thanksgiving. We were working on the candles and things have shifted. We were busy and we kept throwing ideas back. And I had ideas and I'm like, I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting. I'm busy. She's busy. Life is lifing. It'll come. The clarity will come. And then all of a sudden, you dropped this bomb on me and I'm like, oh my gosh, we're like a month and a half away from the new year. There's
Yeah.
no reason why we can't get this launched like Black Friday next week. Easy. Oh my God, let's do this. And just the biggest thing is about the hemp ban, right? I don't even know if that
Yeah.
you've mentioned it here in this video, but like that's what really drew me in is the hemp ban and what's really going on with cannabis within the government and the industry and across the states, and just bringing that education. That's the piece where Rep Your State of Mind needs to be. It needs to be helping people speak about it, and you know it's their medicine, their lifestyles, all of these things. So of course I'm like, oh, this is genius. But then back to the AI and the calendar, I'm
And
like,
the baking. I mean, like
the
the
baking.
States is good. States is good. You guys
Yeah.
come back every Friday. This is going to be so fun. States is in the bag. Like we have to execute states. That's why we're chief executing officers. We got to do some things. But we're not here to talk about states. We're here to talk about banks.
Yes. And then like I was
I
like the
specifically
calendar.
remember you being like, "I've totally been messing with the calendar. Let's do it."
Well, yeah, it kept all of these things. Like I've seen people putting these calendars together and their creations with AI and what they've been doing with their AI twin. And I'm like, man, so that's a little outside of my realm. I said, but baking, kitchens, like normal food, that should
That
be
should be
easy
easy.
peasy.
And
Like I,
it wasn't too bad. Okay, so here's some early effort that was like, yeah, this is seasonal. This says
yeah.
cookies. It's not that weird. Okay, so there's some like apothecary in the back, but that's intentional because I'm a medicine maker and so are my people, right?
Yeah, and the funny part is because so yes, I programmed my AI that I was using to create an aesthetic
Aesthetic, yeah.
or Rep Your State of Mind in this, homemade health and how to tie it all together. And it wanted like an apothecary modern kitchen and I gave it specific baked goods specifically.
Yes.
Um, and it gave off like these
Okay.
apothecary vibes.
It
And
totally did. And I remember
until
giving
you
you
told
the
me,
tip of seasonal. And I liked this picture at first. Hello, happy Thanksgiving, everyone, if you had one. I hope it was good. So here's where we start to get a little hokey with it.
is that a giant crystal in between is that like a, in between the
It
pumpkin?
does look like a giant crystal. So you probably inputted like witchy vibes,
Oh, definitely
apothecary,
kitchen witch vibes,
kitchen
right?
witch vibes. So, but like I suddenly noticed the pie crust. Okay, everyone, if you haven't noticed, it's the pie crust. Like, what the heck is with this still on pie crust in the pie tin?
I know on the bottom has like it's like I don't even know what's in the bottom of the pan.
Okay, right?
And
Like,
one of
yeah,
the
there's a little
images,
blob in the bottom of the pan.
you're like, I
If
don't
we
understand
publish
what the
this
oil
calendar,
scents are with the bathroom. That was the other one. I
that
was
was
like,
the
oh,
bathroom. If we publish this calendar, I honestly think we should do it as like a joke. Like, like, let us know in the comments if you would like to buy.
And I'd
Be
love to
like,
share more photos. I have to go back in my
yeah.
gallery. Maybe we'll put them in the Facebook group for people to browse through because they're pretty hysterical.
Yeah. Well, here's a small heads up about the course as you see these pictures. So, in the making of this idea, I already sent over to I picked for the month for all of the course. The course is not out yet, Marie Eve. Speaking of, like we will let you know the minute we have something to give you for the course, but it will be a monthly meetup and I have all 12 like baking um bakes. I call them bakes. The bakes are all picked out. So Christmas is obviously cookies here. We've got Thanksgiving pies, and this was a cornbread one. So if you want to learn pie, cookies,
Like the
and
shawl on the counter.
what's that? What is
Like,
that? Like,
there was another one had like a crocheted blanket on the counter. I'm like,
right?
what is
This
this?
is the one that really pushed me over, though. I was like, what? Like, at first, I didn't even notice. You remember when I said to you, like, so we're missing the muffins and the bread needs to be in a loaf pan. And then I came back to this one, and you really have to look at it. It's muffins in a loaf pan. What the fuck, AI?
So when I sent these to you, let me put a disclaimer here. When I sent these to you, I was like, I'm just trying to feel out the vibe. What do you think of the
Honestly,
vibe
it
of
almost passes. Like,
these?
look, it totally is fine. Like, like when I first saw them, I was like, these are great. Okay, we're there. We've got images, we've got copy, we've got the blog pages, we got the recipes. Oh my God, we're on fire. This is us. We're on fire. It's happening. Oh my God. And then like double take, like, wait a minute. I think we need to fix. At first, I was just like, yeah, why does it look kind of bathroomy back there? Like, I don't know. Like, we just need more
Yeah, the
kitchen.
diffuser sticks. Yeah, it's definitely, yeah. And then I even went back and I was trying to fix all of the things. Like, how hard could it be to, like,
What
that's a
must have been,
glass mug, like a clear glass mug. Like, I just, it was really hard.
yeah,
I didn't
burger
expect it
buns.
to be so hard because I do some very complicated AI work.
Was this the one with the
And
diffuser? I was like, stop it with that bathroom diffuser in the background. Like, nah, no,
yeah,
not for
no,
you.
no,
Yeah.
bread in the bathroom.
But
Blech.
yeah, I don't know. Like, I've tried to use AI to fix AI images like you're describing by telling it to make things different, not editing. I don't know if you tried to edit the actual imagery or you tried to make AI edit the imagery.
No, I didn't personally. No, I was
Yeah.
trying to just spit these out. I overestimated the ability of AI to understand.
What is with the pumper? I called out the pumper. I was like, no.
And that oil is so green.
So green, right? Like, gotta, like, I'm sorry, everyone. We mostly make kind of like browner oils than that.
Yeah, we're much more
Yes,
talented.
this one wasn't so bad. And so if you guys want to make pizza, cookies, brownies, this is 420 ready. I'm excited for this. This is going to be April. I think these are biscuits because
The
I'm a good
biscuits.
good Southern girl. Sometimes I have Texas stepdaddy. Banana bread here, everybody's favorite. Burger buns. Oh, I'm so excited for this one. I think this was called Buns in the Sun, like hot bakes for summer, summer
That's
barbecue.
gonna be good.
I forget bagels, bagels.
Bagels.
Much easier than you think, right, New York? Okay, this one, I just can't. Let's stop on this one, yeah.
I can't. You know what? I can't believe I even sent you that one information.
I'll bet you didn't. Did you even notice? Because, like, I didn't notice for the longest
I'm not
time.
sure that I did.
See? See? Okay,
I think
guys,
I
it
was
takes a
just
while.
freaking. I made so many. I was just so frustrated at like how silly they were coming out because it really shouldn't have been that hard. But I guess AI hasn't been in many kitchens personally.
I guess AI has not been in the kitchen. I think you're correct. Okay. So thank you for being with us as we share our like our struggle. You know what I mean? Like, it's a great idea. The finally it's happening. How do we get the bakes into the whole ecosystem of Michelle Crawford's stuff? And I mean, it's kind of like a funny thing. So what we're doing now, I think, is pivoting. We haven't really like fully decided. So I guess what we're looking for here is maybe the chance to talk a little bit about what we want for the course here. Like, what Renee wants is for me to like decide and then give her the role and then we can just fly through this, right? Like as soon as we have the clarity on what it is, how it's all working, we got all the links, then I think as we move through, we're going to fly. We're going to fly, with AI. Even though we stumbled at the start. I think this stumble was great because it taught us like the limitations maybe of where we want the help. I think imagery is like a really interesting place for
I'm gonna,
AI.
I'm gonna, I'm gonna pipe in really quick, but I think each other up.
What?
But
It broke up.
that
What?
I think it taught us that it really hypes us up. Like we hype each other up because we were definitely overzealous. Like we were not thinking. Because again, like it was Monday night, and I'm like, she's going to be working like Wednesday, Thursday to get this prepped, and it's Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving week.
Yeah, not realistic. So
No.
I did learn that we are definitely good hype women for each other. But
Almost
setting
too good.
realistic goals is good for business.
Yes, correct. And pivoting, deciding like those moments where it felt like, oh, it's not working. And like there's a strong desire to push through in a way there and like force it. And then there's this kind of idea of like, well, what if we like take a moment here? Let's take a breather. Let's think about it. Maybe we need to change. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I think that somebody asked me this year who has a daughter who's in the actually it's Dr. Vanessa Kimball. She was like, she is my baking teacher. She's the author of the sourdough school and the teacher of the sourdough school in Northampton, UK. And after our Tuscany retreat together, she said, "My daughter is starting a floristry business, and you're an entrepreneur. What kind of advice would you give her?" And to be honest, I haven't given her any advice, but honestly, this entire series that I think we're doing together, Renee, is like it's entrepreneurial advice from our experience, as well as like hoping to engage everyone in the journey of creating states, bakes, and hot takes, and the Align and Shine journey, and like giving everybody an idea of like who we are, what we offer, and how they can get involved with us and support, cannabis lifestyles, entrepreneurs and digital product launches, all these kinds of things, being successful. So, towards being successful, this pivot idea, I think in America, especially, I mean, it's like we very much um, are like forceful. Like we're going to just stick to our guns and push through. You know what I mean?
Well, we
And
want everything to be forever.
yeah, we want everything to be forever, exactly, and we want it to go the first time. So deciding to change is, I think, one of the bigger business lessons. Do you think it's easy for entrepreneurs to pivot?
No, I think that's something that comes after you've been years into this. Like, I think we are afraid of failure. I think we're afraid to let ourselves down on that first, second, third try. But then as you get into it, you realize pivoting is what keeps you alive. Pivoting is what keeps you active and going. And, if I was doing the digital marketing that I was doing 4 years ago, I'd be irrelevant right now.
You'd be irrelevant. It's absolutely obsolete. So pivoting is essential, and yet it feels like a hard choice in the moment. But actually, being good at it is probably what will, like you said, keep you alive. And I think existing in the business is more important than like anything that you do. Like continuing to exist is the main is the main goal.
Yes,
And then
I
profit
agree.
and all of that stuff that makes it possible to continue to exist is all of the parts of the game. So, all right. Where are we at with it? Where would you say we're at with it?
Well, where are you at with the loaves in the States? I mean, we're ready to really just talk about it. I think we have a good idea of who we want to call in, who we want to join us. The Facebook group is always open and ready to get the conversations going. It's just a matter of being ready to show up on Fridays and watch us do the thing.
I loved when you said, "Oh, if you're from a weird state, we need you."
Yes. Yes, we definitely need you if you're in a weird state because we need people to talk to in like Arkansas and Wyoming.
I almost feel like we need a shirt that says, "Are you in a weird state? Rep your state of mind." Do you rep a weird state? Because there's also like keep Austin weird, keep Portland weird. Have you heard of these campaigns?
No, I haven't, but that's
There are some
interesting.
city-based campaigns that are like keep our city weird.
Okay.
Isn't that funny?
That's funny. Might be good candidates to help to reach out to.
To help us. Yeah, like
Yeah.
okay, I had some other questions for the audience. I hope that we get a lot of people on the replay here. I was wondering, okay, we've been talking about, so let's talk about the states. The states is like, we are planning to go alphabetical. That was my idea. But of course, that means we start with Alabama. Woo! Every time We talk
And then
about Alabama
Arkansas.
and Arkansas next, right? And Alaska, which I have some friends in Alaska, but still. Um, there's an idea here. Let us know in the chat or in the feedback if you think, what do you think about what states we should feature first? Here, like I've been brainstorming it, Renee, and there was alphabetical, but then it was like possibly regional, like East, West, Midwest, North, South.
Or we could just wing it and go with whoever's ready to interview. Stay tuned to see who we're interviewing next month or next week.
Right, definitely. All right, and then I know that you want to do the hot takes. I mean, we're definitely doing hot takes around the hemp ban. We're definitely doing hot takes around cannabis lifestyle, advocacy, legality, medical adult use. You know, all of the things. The big pharma, big prison. Let's just throw that out there. Catch my pinned comment on Puffco's latest piece. If you saw on Instagram, they did a piece and they pinned my comment because they said, at what cost is this ban coming, and at what cost is the prohibition of federally of cannabis? And I said it's at the cost. Big pharma is who is benefiting at the cost of our health, and big prison is benefiting at the cost of our freedom. And they pinned that.
That's my job moment. It's truth.
Truth, hot take. So come here if you want more of that. We're definitely be talking. If you want to talk about what's going on in your state a little bit, we would love to hear from you. And if you know somebody who likes to talk about this stuff and never shuts the fuck up, send them to us because we're their people.
Yes, most
Maybe
definitely.
right.
Most definitely.
That's a good idea. All right. I was one. Okay. The last thing is the 2026 course. So you saw from the pictures what we're gonna do. I don't want to show anymore, but like you saw from the pictures that we're gonna do it. So I'm thinking that we're gonna be, like it's gonna be by your state. Maybe just put in the notes what state it needs to be. So we're gonna make, I guess, a state's collection. Buy something from the I loaf, my state. I
Will you
loaf
be
my.
able to get those in an apron? You're
Absolutely.
going to do them in an apron? Okay.
It's almost like the apron should almost be like the one product.
I would start with the apron.
Yes, yes. All right, let us know if you want the apron down below. And
what color would you like to see it in?
what color would you like to see it in? If you caught the live yesterday, I thought the red was giving holiday.
That red
So
was hot.
you
That
need a
red was.
holiday apron, and it was the rainbow leaf love apron, that one, but that looks just like that, but it was on a red. It's slaying Christmas. Okay, as we're going on the outro here, we have about 8-ish minutes. What would you like to tell everybody about your school? I would like you to invite people to it because that's what Lindsay said got her started and got her on such a good footing. I called this a CEO moment when we first started this live, Renee. I don't know if you heard that, but you're such a good digital marketing strategist and product like strategist and creator with people, collaborative creator. I think that the business side, the entrepreneurial side needs to know a little bit more about your services. So while we have some time and in the intro moment of us doing this together, let's go ahead and talk about Align and Shine in school.
Okay, so my Align and Shine in School, for those that don't know, school is its own platform. So they host learning modules, community. They have a calendar of events. I can go live in there. So it's like its own platform. And hey, look at me. That's at reneeleonardcoaching.com. So right now, my school membership is free until the end of the year. So I recommend getting in now. You'll get all of 2026 for free. And there's modules in there that take you from, you can know, basically, if you want to create digital products, this is where you want to be. You can have half finished products sitting in your Canva. You can have absolutely no idea what you want to create. You could have already created something and just don't feel good about it. Just if you have any interest in digital products, the school membership will walk you through creating the vision, bringing it to life, drafting out your copy, designing it, and then even marketing it, like simple marketing, nothing crazy, nothing, it's really just to keep it simple and get things done.
If I had any advice about business, it is that you create something that is simple that you can keep doing. for the existence piece that we spoke of earlier.
Yes, and that's why, so, like, I've had, for a while, I'd say maybe like the past year or 2, I've been creating digital products for women entrepreneurs. I've been doing the work for them. But the issue with that is then they keep coming back and they keep spending and they keep buying the services. Um, Digital products aren't going away. I think last I checked, it was like an $8 billion industry, that's just continuing to rise. So, like, I want the women that I work with to have the skills to make these products themselves. And in the school, there's Canva templates, there's, Chat GPT prompts, there's all sorts of resources that you need to bring your products to life. So if you don't know where to start or if you don't know where to finish, you can learn it all within my
It's like you
school.
practiced an outro. If you don't know where to start or if you don't know where to finish, get with ReneeLeonardCoaching.com.
That's the power of being in alignment.
It
Like being
is.
able to talk about your offers comes very smoothly.
I appreciate you. I think that I could you see any more alignment between you and me? What do I teach? Medicine making, DIY, healthy lifestyle making. What do you teach? You're like, sure, you can come to me. I can make your products, but I'd rather teach you to make your own products.
Yep, that's
Just saying.
exactly that's
We couldn't be
exactly.
more aligned, Renee Leonard. All right, everyone. I know you want the baking course from me, and I want to give it to you. But you just have to give me and Renee time and come back and join us every Friday. Get on my mailing list at repyourstateofmind.com. Links are going to be below if they aren't already, or cannacuriouscoaching.com, and we will let you know as soon as we know exactly how you can get in the 2026 baking course with me, which will be monthly and will cover those topics like we said, cookies, pies, breads. And we are definitely focusing on baking as a lifestyle medicine, a la Dr. Vanessa Kimball. I'm not teaching it specifically, exactly, but I am because it is. It's a lifestyle medicine, the same as our favorite plant up here, cannabis. All right, right. Thank you so much for joining us. We're ending a tiny bit early, which is there's never anything wrong with there's never anything wrong with that. Did I just do it? I just did an impression.
I love it.
I love it too. You guys all go out there, have a great weekend. Stick toes, like I said. Follow us, and we will follow you into the new year where we will be aligning and shining, and we will do states bakes and hot takes.
Let's go.
Let's go. See you later. Bye.
Bye.